Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to talk about the outlook for the rat in the year 2024, which is the Wood Dragon year. Now, the Wood Dragon year is an important year, not just because it's an entirely new year and we have to deal with new annual energies, but it's also the start of period 9. So it's even more important that we take care of or that we focus on the animal signs that we have in our natal chart and really maximize the positive energies that are coming our way in 2024. Now, first things first, you need to plot your Bazi chart to see whether you actually have a rat in your chart, because it's not just for those of you who are born in the year of the rat. You could also be born in a month of the rat, on a rat day, and in a rat hour. So this is quite important. Have a look where and if the rat appears in your chart. So go to this link here. I'm also putting the link in the description box to the video, so you can just copy paste and plot your personal natal chart. Now, the areas that you need to focus on in your chart are the earthly branches. This will tell you where you have a rat, if at all. So here you can see this person is actually born on a rat day. Even though this person is born in a tiger year, in a dragon month, and in a snake hour, they still do have the rat in the chart, but it appears in a day. And so this reading also applies to this particular person. So no matter where the rat appears in your chart, this reading applies. And it's then just a matter of understanding which aspects of your life are being influenced by the energies. If the rat appears in your year, so if you're born in a rat year, then this has more to do with your outer network, with your social network, maybe your social media friends, your industry relations, your business connections, your industry as a whole, yeah, where you are positioned within your industry. If you are a business owner, for example, if you are an employee, then this is more like the corporation that you work in, or the actual overall company as a whole. It can also apply to, let's say, the school or university you go to, if you are still going to school or if you're still pursuing an education. And when we're looking at the family perspective, then this has to do more with like distant relatives. They're either distant by blood or they're distant geographically. And also grandparents, that also applies to grandparents. Now, if you're born in a rat month, then the forecast that I'm giving you now applies more to your immediate work environment. As a business owner, this would be your company, the company as a whole, and your business partners, your suppliers, the people you deal with on a day-to-day basis. If you're an employee, this is more sort of like your work environment. Maybe the department you work in, or the immediate supervisor or superior you're reporting to, as well as your co-workers. In a school context, this is the classroom, the teachers you're interacting with on a daily basis, the people you study and learn with. And then from a family perspective, it has more to do with your siblings and your parents. Now, if like this person here, you're born on a rat day, then this forecast applies to your personal development, your health and well-being, as well as your personal, most closest relationships. So well-being has to do not just with physical health, but also with mental and emotional health, spiritual health. It also relates to the way you interact with your most intimate relationships. So whether that's a spouse or a partner, or also very, very close friends whom you tell everything. And then if it's in the hour, so if you're born in a rat hour, then this relates to your children, if you do have children. If you don't have children, then this may be the staff working for you, or people who you work with that are junior, that are younger than you, that in some way depend on you. And the hour also relates to your passions, your dreams, your desires, the goals that you set for yourself, as well as your investments. All right. So take note of where that rat animal sign appears in your chart, and then just relate this forecast to this particular aspect in your life. Now let's have a look what we can see for the rat in 2024. So we've got a few really good auspicious stars, the Golden Lock, the General Star, as well as the Tidy Nobleman. And then a bunch of inauspicious stars. But again, if you focus too much just on the inauspicious stuff, then that will definitely happen. Yeah, where energy goes, or where energy flows, this is where energy is then being triggered. Yeah, this is where the focus goes. So if you focus on negative stuff, then obviously you'll only see the negative stuff, and this is then what you attract. You need to really focus more on the auspicious things, because they can also neutralize the inauspicious energies that you may have in the chart. So make 100% use of the auspicious stars, and then just take note what to avoid so that you don't trigger the less auspicious energies. All right, so let's take a look. The Golden Lock star, or the Golden Lock energy, generally it represents wealth and money. Yeah, it's kind of like a safe. And it can bring extra income, it can bring side gigs and investment opportunities. So if you're thinking about maybe starting something on the side, or entering into a new revenue stream, or adding a new revenue stream, then this would be a good year to do it, because this energy enables you to get wealthier. It's also a good energy if you want to maybe reprioritize or restructure your savings. You can also do that, and just generally look at how you are accumulating wealth and maybe what you can do extra. Now, with the Golden Lock, wealth opportunities often come from the opposite gender. So look into that as well. Maybe you are, dealing with just one market segment. Usually, maybe expand that a little bit and focus on different people in 2024 to make the most of these energies. Now, then we've got the General Star. This, together with the Golden Lock, is really, really excellent because it brings power and status and authority. So career is going great, and you can take on more responsibilities. And with those added responsibilities, ultimately at some point also comes more wealth. So the Golden Luck and the General Star, working hand in hand here. You just need to have the balls to step up and take more responsibility. Yeah, you have to be like a general. Take ownership of things, take responsibility. Even if there is no immediate monetary gain, in the long run, there will be. And then we've got the tidy nobleman. Now, the tidy nobleman is an interesting one. Noblemen are generally people who help us, who assist us, either on a professional level or on a personal level. And so because of that, we usually think of them as nice people. Now, the tidy nobleman is different in that they're not necessarily always just nice and gentle and kind. These are people who trigger you in terms of wisdom. Yeah, they will give you an epiphany or like an aha moment that will shake you up. Maybe they will say something profound that shakes you up and really, really awakens you to the truth of a situation, even though the truth may not necessarily be something super pleasant, but it's nevertheless important that you know the truth. So the tidy nobleman often comes with a little bit of um unpleasantness, or maybe you get a little bit frustrated or a little bit angry or a little bit pissed off because they're telling you the truth, and we may not always want to hear the truth. However, this will really help you. So if you take whatever these people tell you on board, this will help you advance in life. So whenever you have a difficult day or a difficult month, or you go through difficult situations, you will stumble upon someone who kind of opens your eyes. And so this is quite important. Do not run away, do not look away, just really, really absorb and process what is being told. Now, a secondary effect of the tidy nobleman is also that your affinity with metaphysics, whether that's Chinese metaphysics or Western metaphysics, your affinity with metaphysics will become stronger thanks to this particular energy, and you have a stronger instinct or gut feeling. So make use of that. Now, for the inauspicious stars, we've got the Sky Warrior, the White Tiger, Peeling Head, Bath Star, and Tomb Storage. So starting with the Sky Warrior, this energy brings usually a lot of competition. And it seems like everything around you becomes more aggressive, like situations become more competitive, people become more aggressive. It almost seems as if everybody just wants to pick a fight with you all the time over everything. And so you will be exposed to a lot of people who want to compete with you for fame, for money, for a position, whatever. Like even at home, you may feel like other people, your voice is not being heard because other people are constantly trying to get the better of you. So this is an energy that really asks from you that you become more assertive. You yourself need to become more competitive. Otherwise, your voice will just be drowned out by all the noise around you. So it doesn't mean that you have to become aggressive, but you have to learn to stand up for yourself and to speak up and to be more assertive. Yeah, assert yourself in a competitive situation and do it in a way that makes you a better person. Yeah, don't become a nasty bitch or a nasty asshole. Make sure that you do it in such a way that you actually improve on yourself. Now, the white tiger usually brings injuries due to accidents. This doesn't necessarily have to be a big accident. You know, a paper cut is an accident, yeah, and that's usually not something we even think about for even 1 minute. But I would say with the white tiger, make sure that when you're doing extreme sports in 2024, any sort of sports that is a little bit risky or a little bit dangerous, be extra careful. Yeah, so don't take unnecessary risks. You may actually have an accident, even though it's not a big accident, but even if you just trip and you sprain your ankle, that's still really, really annoying. So be careful with that. And then it also indicates that, again, competition becomes fiercer. So you may have to fight for what is yours. Yeah, you have to kind of release the tiger inside you. So that's actually not necessarily something all that negative. Again, it just asks you to be more assertive and become better so that the competition can't even touch you. Now, then the peeling head energy or the peeling head star is one where you're overthinking things, and so that leads to stress, to migraines, to worries, um and you're always thinking about the worst case scenario. And this is obviously then you're over analyzing things. The things become really muddled and confused in your head. So this is generally what the peeling head star brings. Now all you have to do is just sort of shut those thoughts off, right? At some point, rather than thinking over things over and over and over again, over analyzing everything, just take a decision and then just stick with that, right? Because the more you analyze things, the more confused things may actually become. And that then leads to paralysis by analysis. And then you don't do anything anymore. Yeah. So a bit careful with this. Now, the Bath star is a minor peach blossom star. And as you know, the peach blossom energy usually brings romance luck, but the Bath star has more like naughty energies, yeah, lustful energies. And that may come into your life. Now, the reason why we consider this a slightly inauspicious star is because you may be prone to seduction. Yeah, so either you may be seduced or maybe you want to seduce somewhere else, and you have to really be careful how you handle relationships in 2024 because you may be seduced into a situation or into a position where you will be found out. Now, if you have this in your, I don't know, let's say your year pillar or your month pillar, then this may not necessarily relate to an affair per se, but it could be that you may be seduced into a scam or being part of something that's not on the up and up. And then that's really nasty, really dangerous, because with the Bath star, there also comes the high, high risk of being found out. So you don't want to fall into that trap. So beware of um, things that sound way too good, and then of people who are just sweet talking you into things that sound fantastic, but somehow you know in your gut that that's not really what they're all about. And then lastly, we've got the tomb storage here. So the tomb storage means that there may be a lot of things that you're just keeping within you, like your ideas, your emotions, your thoughts, and you just, rather than expressing them, you're just gonna store them inside you, where they then sit and they sort of fester and they make you unhappy, they make you miserable. You need to express your feelings, you need to express your ideas, you need to let them out. Don't store them inside you. That's usually not good, because if you do that for an entire year, at the end of the year, you're just gonna explode. Yeah. So this is one side, but it can also mean that there may be a growth in your body, so your health may be a little bit at stake. Now, if you happen to have a family history of cancer, then you need to look into this, yeah, especially because the dragon here, the dragon itself is a graveyard star, and graveyard stars, they often bring toxicity and health issues. So if you do have a family history of cancer and you have the rat in the chart, then do go for a full checkup, like an internal checkup, like a cancer screening or something like this. Otherwise, so if you don't have that family history, it may not be that serious. Then you really just uh, watch your emotions, your thoughts, your ideas, the things that you're not expressing. Yeah, let that out. All right. So this is the outlook for the rat for 2024. Again, make use of the golden lock and the general star. Those are really, really fantastic energies. Capitalize on them, make sure that you add an income stream or a side gig or something, because these are excellent energies to have in the chart. And again, you know, the inauspicious stars, not to worry too much. They're usually not all that bad if you're just aware of what you need to do to avoid things from happening. All right. So once again, if you do have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'm always happy to hear from you. If you would like to have a personal reading where we go into much, much more detail about what's going to happen next year, we also look into every month, what you need to be aware of, the opportunities, the challenges, then you can contact me directly. My email address is also in the description to this video. And as always, I'd be really, really grateful if you could like this video, if you share it with someone who may be interested in all of this. Also, obviously, subscribe to my channel. I post 3 times a week with lots of information, lots of tips and tricks on how to really make the most of your life. All right, see you guys soon.